Hello, everybody. Today I'm talking about Sun's transit in Cancer from 15th July to 15th August. It is a relief because Sun moves away from Rahu and the influence of the eclipses. However, throughout this time, Sun is going to be opposite Saturn. So there is anger still with governments or people in authority. But in Cancer itself, it doesn't face any obstacles. So let us explore it. Hello, I'm Komilla Sutton, and we are exploring Sun in Cancer. Do remember to subscribe, press the bell notification, and lots being posted just now. So the thing is this, that Sun in Cancer is a relief in a way, and there are some obstacles. The main relief is that Sun moves out of Gemini away from the influence of Rahu. The eclipses are finished, and the Sun is now clear and fresh. The difficulty is that Sun is going to immediately come into opposition with Saturn. Although throughout the month, Sun Saturn opposition is there, but the exact opposition is on 20th of July, and that is the day, there can be some disruption, opposition to government. See, Saturn represents the ordinary people, and Sun represents the people in authority, the presidents, prime ministers, anybody, CEOs, people who have authority over you. So the public is demanding action with Saturn in Capricorn, and Saturn is very strong in Capricorn. So when Sun comes in opposition, this is not the easiest aspect. And Saturn is also aspecting the Sun. So people who are in incumbent powerful positions, people who are already in power, they are the ones who will face this opposition just now. But at the same time, we as individuals can face some identity crisis, something that we have to resolve during this time. But after the 20th, the influence is lessened, and but it's still there. So, in Vedic astrology, we feel that the opposition is still there. So we have to think. And also, it can be some standoff between self and other people, partners, other people. So to remember that. Then on 15th, 16th of August, Sun goes through Gandanta. Every year around that time, Sun will go through Gandanta. So these two Sankrantis are very important, 15th July and 16th of August. 15th July Sankranti is important because it is the start of Dakshinayana. After the longest day of the year, the first time Sun changes signs in Vedic astrology, this is called the start of Dakshinayana. And so it is an important Sankranti, good to meditate, to think what has happened. We are away from the eclipses. All the planets are in quite a lot of dignity. So things can fall into place. And we need to be conscious that that is there. But do some meditation, just a few quiet time for you on 15th of July. Then 16th of August is the Sankranti, which is the Gandanta Sankranti. There are three Gandanta Sankrantis, and Gandanta is this spiritual knot that is blocking us. And each one of us have some Gandanta energy, some things that we have collected and need to be unblocked. So that Sankranti is good to meditate, do some yoga, so concentrate on things that you are wanting to let go. You may not be able to let go immediately, but practicing these things are very important. So to remember that. Sun is joined by Mercury in on 1st of August. So that is nice. It will have company. Mercury is not an aggressive conjunction for the Sun. So it can bring some better thinking, better ideas. But overall, I would say that despite the few issues, the Sun in Cancer is a nurturing, caring for Sun. And this may be a time to think of nurturing ourselves, to looking after ourselves, nurturing other people also. That will also be good. So, how does it affect you? Just remember, I'm looking at your ascendant and your moon sign. Aries, it is in your fourth house, house of mother, house of emotions, home. So this is a good time to give yourself some nurturing, some looking after yourself, tender, loving care. But remember that Saturn is opposite and Saturn is aspecting the sun. So you may find that work pressure is stopping you from nurturing yourself. And for Aries, Sun rules the fifth house, good luck planet. So generally, I would say that overall, it's quite a good transit for you. Taurus, Sun is transiting your third house, and third house is action, and normally that is a good transit for you. And what are you going to do? What are you planning? Your self action. And most important thing to remember is that the first half of the transit, Venus is in your own sign, so you're very strong. But then Venus changes signs on 31st of July. I'll make another video of it. But for many months, you've been in a certain zone, and that zone will shift. And Sun is sort of encouraging you to take action. It can also indicate you want to change your home or make some changes in your home. So that is a good idea. Then Gemini, Sun is going into your second house. So this is a good time to think about finances. Remember that Sun is the monthly clock. So it is shining its light on a particular area of the chart. So you can think this is about money and finances and organizing yourself. And Mercury will come, your ruling planet, also come into Cancer after 1st of August. So it is, I'll make a separate video for Mercury, but it is important that you're thinking about, savings, how to organize that area, what you're going to do on a positive level. Saturn is aspecting your second house and is going to aspect for some time. So it is also encouraging reorganization. On the best level, Saturn encourages reorganizations and working with it. So that is important. Then Cancer, of course, Sun is in your ascendant. It's your second house ruler. It is focusing on you. So what do you want to do to yourself? Look after yourself, give yourself a little break, tender, loving care, nurture yourself. Others nurture or not, think about your diet, what you're going to do. And it's also about money, so you can get some good news about money. Think about how your savings are. This is always a time of year when you're concentrating on your savings. And then you do have Saturn opposing your ascendant for this time. And so always you're thinking about your health and taking care, because Saturn is aspecting the Lagna, which is the physical body, or Moon, which is the mental body, so the mind. So you have to think both aspects if you're Cancer Moon or Cancer Ascendant. Lagna is ascendant for those of you who don't know. Leo, Sun goes into the 12th house. Usually, always July, August, 12th house is the house of giving, loss. So this is not a time for you to make big investments, big organize anything. You've got to, any spending you do, you wait till sun goes into Leo. But this is a fragile time for you. You can feel not sure that you're making all this effort, you're not getting the reward. So you have to think spiritually that, okay, I'm making effort and I'll not think about the reward. And that is where the energy will be the best for you. Virgo, Sun is in your 11th house of profit, but it rules your 12th house. So it can be sometimes creating profit, but also sometimes creating wasteful energy or a loss. But generally, Sun in the 11th house will be good. And after August 1st, you will get Mercury also joining there. So think profit, think money. And also curb your expenses. Don't always think, oh, I want to spend on this. So before you earn, you've already spent it. So be careful about that. And Saturn is a good planet for you. And Saturn's aspect on your 11th house, long-term aspect, may be creating some restructuring with finances. At this stage, the economy is unstable. So you're always going with care. Libra, Sun is in your 10th house of career opportunities. It's a good transit for you. It is focusing energy for you. Also, during this time on 31st of July, Venus goes into Gemini. Now, that is actually much better for you because Gemini is your 9th house and it is bringing opportunity and study and knowledge. And then Sun in the 10th house, opportunities are there. And there may be some struggle. Should I work from home? Should I work outside? Because Saturn is staying for a long term in your 4th house and it's restructuring your career as well. Scorpio, Sun is a great planet for you. It's in the 9th house of higher knowledge and study, and this would be a good thing for you to do. Mars is well placed in Pisces as well throughout most of this time. In early August, and Mars moves out of Pisces, goes into Aries. But I'll make a separate video on that. But 9th house, I would say, focus on study, knowledge. The Saturn aspect is there, and because the Sun rules your 10th house, it may be creating some difficulty regarding work, because I think this is something all of us are dealing with, that work is unsettled. So don't unnecessarily create tension there, especially around 20th of July. Take care. Sagittarius, Sun is in the 8th house. So this transit is not the best one for you. However, now Jupiter has come into Sagittarius and therefore you have a lot of support. So Sun's transit, Sun is a good planet for you. It rules your 9th house, but it is in the 8th. So it is can bring some good luck, unexpected finances, but also can bring some change and some issues with authority, because or with your father or guru. So try not to be too contentious about it. But Jupiter's shining a very good light on your ascendant or Sagittarius moon. So I would say that these will be relatively minor matters. So you'll be able to resolve them. Capricorn, of course, if your Saturn is in the ascendant for Capricorn, if your ascendant, it's strong. But if your moon is there, then you are in the middle of Sadesati. So all the things you have to consider, that Sadesati is around, and Sun goes into the 7th house of relationships, and definitely you feel some anger, resentment against authority. And 20th of July is the crescendo, but otherwise also watch for it, because you want everybody should be equal. And then the Sun comes and it reminds you that everybody is not equal, and that can bring anger and resentment for you. But I would say that it is retrograde, so you are not moving forward so much. Things are storing within you. And it is only after September, when Saturn starts moving forward, then some of the agendas you want to fulfill will start becoming more important. Aquarius, Sun is in the 6th house, so this is a time to work, to take responsibility. Also, it is focusing on your health. So take care of your health. This is once a year. Always think about your diet, what exercise you're doing, what emotional help you're getting, and that will be very useful for you. Pisces, Sun is not the best planet for you. In Cancer, it is in a creative area. But you see, even if Sun is not the best planet, by transit, Sun is coming to a particular area and shining a light there. And so it is telling you to work hard on your creative instincts, focusing on children, on higher mind, mantra practice, spiritual practice, sadhana, all those things. Nurture yourself, think about your health as well. So that is it for Sun in Leo. Thank you very much. Do remember to subscribe and press the bell notification.